Whew. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. I'll do my 8 p.m. So, hey, ladies, it's your girl, Coach Sunny D, and I wanted to come to y'all today because today we are beginning a new challenge inside of our private community, Delusional Manifestations. So I'm going to reintroduce myself because since the last time we did the last challenge, a few more people have come into the group. So I know it was 12 of us initially when I started to do the challenge, but now we're up to like 21 people in the group. So I don't want to lose anyone get lost in the purpose of why I'm doing this. So let's just start by saying good morning. And I'm sorry my energy is kind of low. You know how you feel people when their energy low? Sometimes we think they got an attitude or they got a problem or they're not feeling good, but really I should have did some stretching and got myself ready and got myself pumped up. And I'm on the clock right now, y'all, FYI. So I'm also online working in my manifestation, right? Literally working in one of my manifestations right now. So let me slow down and go back a little bit. So like I said, I think 9 new women are in this group since I first started it. So I'm your host, or your facilitator, Sharon Dye, also known as Coach Sunny D. So I'm a life coach for women, particularly women over 50. However, I work with women pretty much of the age of 35 on up, right? And I specialize in self-care and personal development. Don't ask me why God gave me this particular age group of women, because y'all know how we are. Hell, I'm 53. We very set in our ways sometimes, and sometimes we've gotten into the comfort zone of doing things in a manner that's not always self-serving of ourselves, right? And one of the mandates on my life is to really help women stop playing small, stop placating, to open up themselves to more expansion, more growth, right? To learn new ways of looking at things. And while they're learning new ways, you have to unlearn some of the old ways. And see, that's the hardest part. Because when you start unlearning things, that means you got to challenge your belief systems. You got to challenge your attitude. You got to challenge the things that, like, your family, parents, society have taught you, right? Because here's the thing. Here's the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is we're all children of God. We're all children of the Most High God. Whether you call him Jehovah, Elohim, Christ, Jesus, right? Your Lord or Savior. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we're all his children. And I believe, my personal belief system, is we were all sent here with a particular I call it a mandate, but there's something that you're here to do, right? Like, I was born to Geraldine and Charles Sanders, okay? Born on the east side of Detroit. Only girl, middle child on top of that. Dad passed very early in my life, and had he lived, I mean, the stories that I'm told, like the reason why I'm here on this planet is because of him. My mom did not want to have a baby by him, right? She had already had my brother, who's over me. He was an older man back in the day. You know how younger women get set up with older man. You know, oh, girl, he got that good Chrysler job, girl. He could take care of you and all these things. And my mom had already had a baby. Well, she was already pregnant when she met my dad, right? And none of that stuff came out till later in life. But it's all relative on some of the things I experienced and my outlook on life and my outlook on relationships, if you know what I mean. And by the time they got married, and so my mom can have stability, she already had 2 children. She was 25 years old. She just did not want another child. And my dad was significantly older than her. Well, he wanted a daughter. Okay. And my dad was also sick and dying of kidney failure during that time. And my mom said she didn't know that initially, but I don't know. I wasn't there. So anyways, he would try to have sex with his wife every night. Listen, I'm in a whole 2 best-selling Amazon book compilations where I tell this story, but I want to give y'all some background information about me and my mindset and who I am and what I do and the way I do what I do, right? And why would I do these groups, and what are these challenges about, and why is, like, what is this? Like, this just another group? No, it's not. This is a opportunity for you to just step into your bigness in 2024. But I digress. So, trying to have sex with his wife every night, my dad. He eventually got my mom pregnant with me. She went through the pregnancy. My dad was becoming more ill as time went on. He was an older man. And I was born. And he basically was like, okay, yeah, give me my baby. Thank you. And he still took care of his wife and kids. But he got what he wanted, right? Because God gonna give you what you want. Even if my dad was sick, even if my dad was dying, it was already predestined for me to be here, right? So he didn't live long. My dad died Christmas 1973. So Christmas time is a really weird time for me energetically. And people don't always understand that because my story isn't their story. And this is all relevant, y'all. Stay with me. My story isn't their story. So it's like, well, you should be happy and you being weird and you acting funny, but this is a part of who I am, right? So with him dying, my mom now was left with this baby that she didn't even ask for, that looked just like him. Right? And over the years, I heard all the stories. I act just like him. I love beer, y'all. I love beer. I'm a beer drinker. I drink beer just like him. Y'all, I was a serious gambler. Y'all don't even know that about me. Serious gambler. I had a whole gambling addiction. Almost messed up my whole life at one point, right? God delivered me from that too. But I still had to go through that process to be this woman that's in front of y'all today. And I'm saying all of that background information to say this. There's so many things in life that happen to us that develop the people that other people get to experience, right? People experience us. None of us are right. None of us are wrong. We're all in experience. And these experiences come from a place of all these collections of stories and things you've been through and your background information. And, I was born in lust. I was born in rape. I was born in love. I was born in this. And we're all coming to this table of life, right? Together with all these different experiences. And all these experiences have led to right now your self-concept, who you believe you are, how you feel about yourself, your abilities, what you can do, what you can't do, right? What your gifts is, how intertwined or enmeshed you are in the lives of others based on, could be upbringing, based on, it could be society, based on whatever the case is. This is an opportunity. This challenge is an opportunity for you to get connected with self outside of all those stories and all that noise and all that background information. Whether it be good information, bad information, happy information, sad information, information that makes you feel passionate, information that makes you feel uncomfortable or makes you want to cry. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you have to be aware of how these things have shaped you, woman. How have these things made you and how you identify and relate to yourself and to others? Because I guarantee you that however your story has went up until this point in life, it has impacted the way you see you. So this challenge, which is a 7-day self-concept challenge, and I'm going to give y'all some background on self-concept. I'm trying not to make this live too long, but I had to do this live because it's day 1 of the challenge, and I know that people will come back and say, oh, it's a live video. I ain't doing that right now. Let me see what she's talking about. And they need to understand everything comes from a place. I didn't just jump up one day and say, well, I'm Coach Sunny D, and I'm going to show these women how to know. I've experienced some things, and I have a mandate on my life. And because of the things that I experienced, I was able to recognize who I was very early in life. Very early in life. Now, it hasn't always been all great because y'all see where the story paused for now. We're going to stick a pin in the story for now. And like I said, I have books. I got books here that I sell. And if anybody in this group would like a copy, I'll send it to y'all for free. And you just pay for the shipping. Because it's really not about selling the book. It's about the impact of the story. And my story is unique, but so is yours, right? So these things make our self-concept and our self-belief and what we believe about ourselves and it's like who the fuck she thinks she is to call herself Coach Sunny D. Coach Sunny D. God gave me that name. That name started in kindergarten. I used to walk into rooms and they'd be like, and I was just joy radiating from the inside, although I had a very sad disposition. Because remember, I was left with somebody who did not ask for me, who did not want me, who was really a boy's mom, more so than a girl's mom, if that makes sense to y'all. And some of that, y'all, I believe that's going to make sense to what I mean by that energy. I was ignored a lot. I was somewhat, y'all would say, mistreated, right? But I survived. And what it did was it gave me the strength and this capacity to be able to see things in people that other people miss. It gave me the strength and this ability to be able to relate to and understand other people where most people judge. It gave me this strength and this ability to overcome, to lead, to see and project into the future and know that God sent you through all that for the good of you, not to harm you. And it's your responsibility, grown woman, to pull them gifts and talents out of you. You spent too many years being small because when you're big and you ain't even know you that big, you a freaking giant shoved into this body of this little 5-year-old girl. Fucking giant, walking into rooms trying to be invisible and everybody seeing your light. All the adults, hey sunshine. You walk into the bank, hey sunshine. You walk into the club, what's up sunshine? Like, did y'all have a motherfucking meeting about this shit? This went on for years. I was very uncomfortable with that. Because who the fuck am I to say that I'm the sun? You know what the sun is? The sun illuminates. The sun warms. The sun, like our planet couldn't even survive without the sun. You know the importance of having that mandate on your life? And it don't mean that you always happy. Because that's a fucking lie. Y'all know I cuss, I talk shit, I get drunk, I go to a bar and dance, walk up to motherfucking strangers and pop they fucking collar. I'm the fucking light, baby. And that comes in all types of ways. Sometimes the light and that sun be hot, it be uncomfortable, it be humid, it be applying pressure to your ass. You be like, I gotta get in the house, I gotta get off the sun. It's the sun, I'm not trying to get this dark, I'm not trying to be this hot, I'm not trying to sweat out my clothes. So the sun is for all the good. It can also be uncomfortable. So that's a mandate on my life. I'm an activator. I understand that it really runs deep, y'all, because actually I'm an activator of people. But it was overwhelming for me, all these different energies. I'm also an empath who feels everything, who will cry in the middle of fun times, and I'm not sad. I'm somebody over there sad somewhere, and you might be sad somewhere. You might be holding something. I don't know, but I feel everything. So I'm saying all that to say, stepping into who God called me to be is not comfortable. It don't make people happy. Because sometimes I'm sent here to lead and to guide and to inspire you. Not to sit in the trenches of the desolate depths of hell with you. And if I say that to someone, they might become offended. But God said, you 53 years old, you've already lived a life of trying to make everybody feel comfortable. Now I'm a very nice person. Very nice person. So my niceness is sincere. But in this world of darkness and wickedness and people being traumatized in their lives, sometimes it's hard to really be a light because people be looking at you like, I don't trust it, right? And my job is to still rise at dawn, right? And set in the evening. I can't let what other people feel, think, believe about themselves, their low self-concept, affect my self-concept that I've spent all these years building, getting to know, being intimate with God while he ministered to me and talked to me and tell me who I am. He's like, I told you who you was when you was 6. I told you again when you was 11, 12. I told you again when you looked up in high school trying to be shy and you had a line of people walking behind you saying something to you, but you was so enmeshed in the meshment. That's a whole thing. And if anybody don't know what it means, Google's, because I don't want to start teaching right now. I got to let the spirit work. I didn't even come on here to say this, y'all. I just wanted y'all to be like, hey guys, we're getting ready to start the challenge. God was like, get out the way. I got something to say. So look that word up. But just being, woo, y'all, the hairs on my legs standing up, I thought I shaved those off. I guess I still got hairs. I feel the presence of the Lord here, and I ain't come to preach. I got notes about what I came on here to talk about. Wow. So that's who I be. And that's why we're here. And I'm like a person who had an appointment and was supposed to be somewhere 20 years ago. So my sense of urgency and my sense of I ain't got time to play with y'all, and my sense of, listen, bitch being in total control of herself. Don't get triggered. Don't get triggered. But listen, bitch, we got work to do. You got to start getting to the root of the self. Start understanding just you came into this world an individual through a vessel as a child of God. Thank you for getting me back on track. As a child of God, you got work to do. And you don't have time to get into this head space, which affects your heart space, right? And your heart posture, and the way you start judging yourself and start saying, watering down yourself, and start saying, well, I'm not good enough. I'm not strong enough. I can't do what, you know how many people, I just had a whole 2.5 hour Zoom meeting. I have accountability meetings with I have friends and I have super friends. And when I say super friends, I mean, baby, we got the capes on. We do Zoom meetings. We plan our year out quarterly. All these posts y'all see popping up, I ain't sitting at no computer typing that. That stuff was scheduled a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I'm working somewhere. Y'all probably like, she just be posting all day. No, I don't. I'm intentional with this because we don't have time to waste. Right? And we got to maximize our time. And most of us in this group today are black women. So we already got to be strong, superwoman, work a job, get things done, help other people. We already got to do all the things. So we're going to work smarter, not harder. And we can't get there to our promise of who we supposed to be, where we supposed to be, to help the people that God sent to us, if we somewhere still playing small, still saying, well, I ain't got no time to do this, or that, my family don't like when I do stuff like this, or I got all these errands I got to run for all these people. But what about you? Because see, God lives within you. What about you and your relationship with God? Because now you living for man and no longer for God. And you say, well, God, that's my husband, my wife, my family, my mother, my uncle, my daughter, my coworker, my neighbor, my friend, my granddaughter. If you know, you know. My granddaughter. And God said, well, what about me? How you going to do what I need you to do when you're too busy trying to placate to the external? I sent those people in your life for a reason, season, lifetime, but they were all to get you closer to me. And you don't want to do the work, or you don't want to pay attention to the information that leads you to the work because it's uncomfortable. Because I don't have time. Because I don't really think that's important. Talking to 50 and over with that one. I don't really think that's important. I made it this far. And then we, it's just so many things. So let's get focused on self-concept. Lord, thank you. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I thank you in the name of Jesus, Lord. Ooh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was for me. That was for me. And one thing y'all gonna learn as you get to know me, not your concept of who you think I am, but me, you're gonna learn that I am a child of God with my potty mouth. With my weed smoking, drinking, potty mouth. Yes. Still can use me. I've rejected that calling for a long time, right? But we're not playing no more. And I ain't here to minister or evangelize. Even if I did minister or evangelize. He said, God said marketplace ministry. I said, okay, Lord, I heard you. I heard you. So let's talk about this challenge. And get to my notes so I can stay focused and get back to work. I'm supposed to be working right now, y'all. Woo! We are in the 7-day glow up, inside out self-concept challenge. I'm going to stay on the notes, y'all, because I'm passionate. My heart, like, we're on the 7-day glow up, inside out self-concept challenge. What's self-concept? Well, I'm glad you asked. Your self-concept is your beliefs, your perceptions that you have. I'm going to just give y'all the dictionary version of it. That you have about yourself. So it's everything that you believe, how you perceive, and you look in the mirror, when you who you are, when you even in your family dynamics, what role do you play? That's your self-concept. Everybody plays a role. Some people are the funny people. Some people are the ones that gets into the store. Some people are the one in the kitchen always wiping and cooking and cleaning. Some people are the one that's keeping everybody on track. What's your self-concept? Like, who are you? What's your role, right? So the beliefs and perceptions you have about yourself, including your thoughts, feelings, and judgments about your own abilities, your own appearance, and your own self-worth. That's your self-concept. So we're going to explore for 7 days. I know we did a 30-day challenge before. I had a meeting with a check-in accountability meeting with my business coach, and she was like, 30 days is too long. I was like, I didn't think so, and I still don't think so. But for the fact of wanting people to participate and really get into a peace, JoJo, peace. You know that I'm on the inside this little thing, and the comments come up slow. So peace, sis. She was like, do 3 days, 5 days, or 7, or maybe 21 days. Don't do 30. So I was like, okay, let's try this 7 out. So for 7 days, we're going to be really focused on self-concept work. At 8 a.m. in the morning, there will be a post. They're scheduled, so they'll all show up at exactly 8 a.m. in the morning in the group. I didn't tag y'all, so hopefully you'll see it yourselves. And it'll let you know what our activity is for the day and what we're going to journal about today and what we're going to be conscious of today. And it also asks that you share something in the group under that post. One thing related to that activity. That's for your growth. And it's also an accountability measure. This is a support and accountability group, right? Because I am a coach and I do sell digital products and I do sell coaching services. If I'm not going to be selling to y'all, right, the least y'all can do is help me with the data that I need as I'm still growing and build. That's data. When y'all don't respond and interact, I have no idea. I'll be like, did they not understand the question? Then it's like, no, they just not interested in stuff like that. You put up a Chucky with a butcher knife post and everybody key and cock, and that's cute and all. Don't get me wrong, but it is very telling of where we're at mentally. It's very telling. So, just keep it simple. A sentence, a word to let me know that y'all are here to engage with me. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to ask you to do that every day for 7 days. So just be aware that I am asking you to do that, but I can't make you do that. But yeah. So, I believe based on me doing this work, and this is work that I've done in my life that I'm still doing in my life, right? But I just want to share with y'all because it's really helped me really map out and be conscious and embody who I am, right? And not shy away from it or be uncomfortable with it or keep being apologetic about it. Or, oh no, I ain't mean it like that. I'm just saying, I didn't mean it like, I ain't nobody got time to go through their whole life doing that. This is my anointment. You don't apologize for your anointment, right? You get in alignment with the assignment, and those who are in alignment with you hear you, and those who are out of alignment with you hear something else. They hear other stuff. I always say when you're going through trauma, your ears hear with trauma. That's what one of the things the girl was mentioning. My business super friend, she was like, "Girl, how they be reacting to that bitch thing?" She was like, "Cause that shit would trigger the fuck out of me." I said, "That's cause you got trauma around being called a bitch." And we laugh for like 10 minutes because she does. And I got trauma around shit too. And that's, those are the intimate conversations which you have with them people who really, really know you. Who ain't going to judge you or make you feel like when y'all say shit, y'all are able to laugh about it, right? And be like, bitch, I forget about that. I am traumatized. My aunties and them did used to beat me and call me bitches. So when I hear bitch, I'm ready to swell up and puff up where somebody who ain't never been called a bitch their whole life. Because I was practicing my self-concept with her. And I was getting her to see that. Like, that comes from your background and your trauma or something that happened in your life. It don't always mean something bad. So, and also the energy around how somebody say something. Now, we ain't crazy in this bitch. So I said, out of our meeting, I was like, well, some of the outcomes, I believe that how we both got off that conversation, we both like, girl, I thank you. Because we coach one another. And she was like, I think that you need to let them know that if they go through this challenge with you, they're going to have a lot more self-awareness. So that's one of the outcomes, like an increase in your self-awareness, an increase in your self-confidence. It's going to really help you, especially, I remember back, we did a poll last month, and several women said that they really want to focus more on self-love. Oh, shit, they starting to send messages, right? I'm on the clock. Let me quit running my mouth and get through this. I just saw something from the assistant principal. It's going to help you with your self-love and connecting with yourself, because this requires you to be, it's not, the whole thing with thinking self-love and self-care is selfish to your loved ones, is a whole mindset issue. And eventually we're going to do a 7-day mindset challenge until I figure out what God really want me to do with this group. I just was going to do some challenges, take a week off. Do a challenge, take a week off. And that's where I'm at right now. So we'll get more into mindset later. But so it's going to help you with your self-love, because you're going to really be more reflective and watching and paying attention to yourself. It's going to be a growth tool, because you're going to come out of this with some tools that you can utilize when you feel some kind of way, right? And everybody don't like to journal as in writing. You know, in them cell phones, them smart ass fucking $1,000 phones we got, you got audio diaries that you can put audio, you can talk it out, right? Talk it out. And also, it's going to help you focus in on your gifts and your talents. And that's the beautiful thing, because when you start focusing on your gifts and your talents, those things come from God, and all things come from God are good. So I had some other stuff that I was going to say, but I think I pretty much said it to some degree. I guess I did, but today's challenge, what is today's challenge? I don't know. Go back in the post and look to see specifically what today's challenge, because I didn't write the name of the challenge. I'm just these are my notes. This is my journaling. This is my work from today in regards to the challenge. I said I help people feel some of my gifts are, when people are around me, they feel very at ease and they feel very comfortable. They don't feel judged. They know that when I'm looking at them, I'm not looking at your hair, your nails, or what you got on. I'm looking at your heart. I'm looking at, like, I'm not trying to look into your soul, because I hate people pick me apart and try to look at me that deep. But I'm looking to feel you and to help you and to love you and to let you know I may not always agree with what you're saying, but you're going to feel supported. You're going to feel supported, because you are, right? So basically today's challenge was saying, basically get into a comfortable space and close your eyes and just breathe. And y'all, before y'all begin many of these challenges, get into that breathing. Get into breathing. And I'll share some information on that too, because I don't want to start teaching right now. This is not about teaching. And the whole challenge is about identifying things about yourself, your gifts, things that have led you to be confident or not confident, your self-worth, and all that stuff. So get into today's challenge, y'all. I have no idea who stayed on here with me. I have no idea. I'll probably go back later and watch the replay, because I got to get to work. And then if y'all said anything, I'll respond to y'all at some point, probably around lunchtime, when I get a chance to get out of this little Facebook dashboard thing and I can actually see what's going on in the group, because right now I can't see. I saw JoJo left a comment about 12 minutes ago, but it took a long time for that comment to come up. So thank y'all for being here. Let me know in the comments section if you in. If you in, say something. I'm in. 7 days is easy. 7 days focusing on you, loving you better, understanding you better, working on your self-image and self-concept and self-talk better. I think you deserve that. I know you deserve that, right? So anyways, this has been a pleasure. It's your girl, Coach Sunny D, and the help of the Lord. The Holy Spirit showed up and got the preaching up in here. I'm sorry, Lord. Let me not start playing, because y'all know I'm a whole goofball. Let me stop before I mess up my blessings. Peace out, y'all. Be blessed. Mwah.